On this week's episode of the Heating Up Podcast, we've officially reached the divisions we actually care about, the AFC and NFC East. After weeks of breaking down everybody else's teams, it's finally turned the microscope onto ourselves, and I have a feeling objectivity may be in short supply. We'll break down all 8 teams, lock in our division predictions, playoff expectations, and hot takes, and find out just how much optimism and or delusion we are bringing into the season. And, of course, we will wrap it all up with Heat Check to try to make ourselves a little bit of money before the games actually start. So lock in, and here we go.
Hello, friends. I'm Jim Nance, and I'll welcome you to a tradition unlike any other.
He's heating up!
How about this, Cowboys?
Yeah! He's on fire! Cristiano Ronaldo! Sensational! Boom shakalaka!
You believe in miracles? Yes!
There it goes. See ya.
He's heating up!
Trying to get open, fires away.
Fire! It's over! The Bulls win at the buzzer! Touchdown! Unbelievable!
Welcome to this week's episode of the Heating Up Podcast. As always, I'm Sasha here with my wonderful co-hosts Sarah and Mike, and the time is here. We are ready to break down our actual teams, the AFC East, the NFC East. We will go through all 8 teams, especially our own, and be able to give some predictions and actually see where we're at mentally, physically, emotionally, all of the above. Before we get into that, is there any other sports news going on? I feel like the only major NFL news is just hey, breaking news, the Browns are a dumpster fire.
Not shocking.
I bookmarked a really funny tweet, which I guess I didn't bookmark it, but basically somebody said, I guess Deshaun Watson going 5 for 13 for 38 yards and then yelling at the fans for booing at him was what pushed him over the top to be QB1.
And giving the worst post-game press conference of all time. Just so embarrassing. It's like what he'll 4 games, 5 games. He'll get sat. I mean, he looked so bad. I don't think he's got it in him anymore.
He's getting paid. So
you're just discovering this?
Well, yeah, but at least it's been injuries before. It hasn't been like he's been out there and looked horrible for a whole season. I guess
the only guy with 19 or whatever, it's like 17 starts or something with a worse QBR is Will Levis in that span of games played.
Wow. I didn't even know Will Levis started that many games.
Yeah. He did. Yeah. He Deshaun Watson has made $12 million for every game he's played. 19.
God, that's all-time robbery.
He's also only thrown 19 touchdowns, so $12 million a touchdown.
That's really, really good. You should add robbery to the litany of criminal charges he had waged against him. And also, Jed York, speaking of illegal rub and tugs.
Speaking of it.
Yeah. Other news. That seems to be exciting. So, I mean, obviously nothing's going to happen to him. He's a billionaire. But paying $140 to have sex with somebody in a trailer park?
It's got to be a fetish, though, right?
That's chill. Yeah. It's $140.
I mean, these guys are... Okay, all right, trust. These guys can have children if they want them.
What do you mean?
They don't need to drive to his side town to drop $140 to get arrested in a sting operation. He can go to an island. You know what I mean? This has got to be some sort of a fetish of his.
Yeah, in Ohio. Real bad mugshot. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's not a... This is not an ideal one.
Very few are good mugshots.
I guess that's true. Now, there's some cool ones. Not that one.
That's actually the outfit he showed up to at the trailer park.
Yeah, it's just 5'9", real deep V on the throwing a fit there, engaging in prostitution. Good for him.
It's a crazy thing to get caught. I just don't know with that kind of money. What's the problem?
What are you doing in Ohio? Yeah.
Also, what what is wrong with you as a person that you need? Like, that's why I say it has to be like an impulse or a sickness, because you're a billionaire. He's not like the Elephant Man. I'm not saying he's Brad Pitt, but you don't need to be. You're a billionaire.
Right. No, 100%. There's something going on in his brain that, I guess estimated personal net worth of $500 million. That's not bad.
Case, never mind.
Yeah, my favorite part is that Columbiana County records show York had $160 seized and not returned to the team owner. Yeah, we're gonna take this. We're gonna hold on to this, Jed.
Maybe the substation's frying his brain or something.
He should lean into that. I could see that. That's pretty good. That's really good.
I would.
Sarah, you should stop working and get our finest medical minds on this.
I know. I could launch a whole project on this. Maybe I will. When winter comes and things come down, I'll do a full escalation here.
Is the setting Jed York free? That's we got to make sure this guy things are done right by his family. Yeah, something is going on over there, but I guess. But what's his name? George Kittle. I think it's all just work. He's like the Superman there because now he's just, I guess, going to be fine week 1 after tearing his Achilles. So maybe the substation is giving him superpowers.
Say that one 5 times fast.
No, I could barely do it once.
That sounds like a line that Will Ferrell would do in warming up for Anchorman.
Yeah.
The substation is giving him superpowers.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Sibilance. There's no way he's not going to get hurt. Just put me on that train. I'm still going to say it every time. It's not going to end well. He doesn't have probably a lot of time left anyways, but this is not going to end well.
Yeah.
It was 8 months ago.
Yeah, it's very, very recent.
Yeah.
Before we get into football, did you see the Kawhi Leonard play one-on-one against Bai Jing, considered the best 1-versus-1 player in China in a game to 100?
That's real?
So, it's real.
Oh my God.
In an arena. But at this point where I gave up watching, Kawhi Leonard had given up 30 points to this guy.
How many what was the point spread at the time?
Well, I don't know. That was going to be my question to you guys is like, I just figured he was going to win like 100 to, I mean, I would imagine if he was playing hard, he started the game in a full sweatsuit and then slowly kept like,
took pieces off.
The sweatshirt came off, then the shorts came on. Paul George apparently played this guy in the summer and beat him 100 to 60. So I think this is a thing in China.
So that guy's actually decent. That's like that guy scored 30 points. Was it like 30 to 40 or was it like 30 to 90?
At this point, it was. Hold on.
Yeah, how long is this? Also, you've been watching this for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's a 22-minute video. Let's just say 89 to 33.
Okay, that feels appropriate.
That
seems
predictable.
Like, imagine anybody doing this.
Kawhi Leonard.
This guy should be good at basketball. If he got to the point where he's able to play them one-on-one, like, this guy's got to be decent.
If you could put up 33 points on Kawhi Leonard out of 100, shouldn't you be in the? Shouldn't I know who you are? Shouldn't you be like the 8th man on like the Pelicans?
It's also one-on-one. May not be a team guy. May not really have many skills other than that. Yeah.
He's just a real selfish asshole. Otherwise,
yeah,
he will not pass.
Why is Kawhi doing this? Did he just get paid, or is just Mr. Swackhammer from Moron Mountain got him chained up? It's like you gotta come play him one-on-one for whatever our weird app is. It's not TikTok.
I'm guessing him and Paul George. I'm pretty sure Kawhi does. I think they have Chinese shoe deals. But it does very much feel like a Space Jam Moron Mountain type thing.
Yeah, we're chaining Kawhi Leonard up, and everybody's going to come play you one-on-one, and you're going to lose every time.
And not that Kawhi's a happy-looking guy, but he really looks like he's going through the motions. You would think it's a bad watch. It's a pretty good watch.
Okay, I'm curious to see what this guy looks like.
The Asian guy?
Yeah, like if he looks good. Oh no, I don't.
Oh, I was gonna say
Yeah.
he looks, like a large Chinese man.
That sounds like a fun watch.
I don't
It's-
think
we're- we-
Kawhi was giving it to him. I think they were telling him, "Hey, gotta let this guy put some points up."
Well, yeah, he doesn't want to. He's got a lot of money riding on. Like he's got a lot of money in trees coming in that all depend on him playing basketball.
Playing ball.
Right in the States, he's not going out there like it's Game 6 of the finals.
Yeah, but that's how bad we need football because
Yeah, you're
what
watching
I've
this.
That's what I'm bringing to the table today.
Get into Premier League. It just started again. Tottenham got blown out. I'm already miserable. We're back on the train. Come on, lots of soccer.
You gave me a 5-team parlay,
Yeah,
and none of them hit.
that's not true. We got
0
one
for
tie, didn't
5.
we? Was it 0 for
No,
5?
we
That's
did not.
that's just as hard. Well, I stopped looking at the bet after that first game lost. Yeah, you're
I
right.
went
There wasn't
back.
one draw. Yep.
And then Tottenham, and I was
Got
like,
their
well,
asses
there's no
fucked.
way he goes 0 for 5 because that's like even
Oh, no.
more unlikely. And I didn't bet it. No, I didn't do it.
That's good. I'm glad. Also, the hard part is with soccer because it's not technically 0 for 5 because there's that 30. You can bet a draw also, so it's not just like one or the other. So it's like the odds are always better because it's like if you think a team's going to win, like even if they're much better, they're still splitting the odds up versus draw and the other team. So it's like it's not as the odds. You'll get some better odds if you're just picking a team.
We went 0 for 5. I'm done
Yeah.
with Premier League.
No matter how.
I don't care.
You
I don't
were
care
never
how
started.
You wanna,
Yeah.
The money I put in, none of it was returned to me.
Yeah, I'm back. We'll see. We'll see how the rest of it goes. I got to get my feet under me. I'll figure it out. I'll figure something out. I'll get hot at some point, starting week 2. But we have real sports to talk about first that everybody's interested in. We have the NFL. As I said, now we've saved our actual divisions for last. So we're going to start with the NFC East and the AFC East. We'll do the NFC East first. Start with the teams we don't care about as much and build to Mike Blazel's Bills at the end of the AFC. Last season, NFC 2025, the Philadelphia Eagles won the division at 11-6. Dallas second at 7-9-1. Washington was 5-12, and the lowly New York Giants finished at 4-13 at the bottom of the division. Tough year, but we're on to 2026. So Washington Commanders, which team was real? The 2024 team that went to the NFC Championship Game, or the 2025 team that was 5-12?
I think that's a tough call. I think they would like to think it's the 2024, and that last year was just a fluke with all of the injuries, but something tells me that they're not going to be that good this year. I don't know why. Maybe it's just will. Maybe I don't want that, but I don't know. I feel like it was just the first year bump of like Jayden Daniels had a great year. There was no tape on him, and now we see what happens from here on out.
They're not a young team. Like, obviously, Daniels missed 10 games last year, but they didn't get younger over 2 years.
No, they got older, but yeah, they got 2 years older and
Yeah.
didn't add anybody. And
Oh, they added
Daniels.
Stephon Diggs.
oh, that young whippersnapper.
Yeah, young guy.
As long as he's got that 2C, he's
Yeah.
spirited.
Yeah, young and good for locker room morale.
Yeah, just take it from me. Great signing. Honestly, I'd have been fine if we brought him back, but Jayden Daniels' mom is the problem here, and Dan Quinn is on the hot seat, and so this has all the makings of being a disaster.
Yeah.
He's embroiled in a lawsuit or whatever with LSU over somebody taking his number.
Yeah.
He didn't even win a national he did. It's I couldn't believe that story wasn't like a Onion article.
That he's spending all of this time and money and effort to get a fake Heisman Trophy back from the school.
The problem is he seems like a nice guy. I think his mom. I think it's like a LeVar Ball situation, where his mom has way too much control, and he's like probably like a little baby. Like he's always been babied by his mom because he does seem like nothing about Jayden Daniels. I watched him. He was in that quarterback show. He was great.
Did
I
you
really
see his
liked
mom
him.
in that? I immediately did
she
not
was
like her.
not great.
I was like,
Not
and
great.
then I didn't even finish that show, but I watched a few episodes, and then when this all came out, I was like, it's her. it is so evidently her who's driving the ship on this, and he kind of is just like seems like a genuine nice guy who just does what his mom says because that's all he's ever known to do.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I just feel like the vibes are real, and I know this is not necessarily an indicator how the season's going to go, but the vibes for the Commanders are just not good. Between this, I feel like you said, Dan Quinn on the hot seat. It's just, I don't know, last year they still kind of have that stank on them. It just seems like it's going to be hard for them to push through all of this and have like a really good year.
When are the vibes ever good? They had 1 year.
That's true.
So always go back.
Yeah, going into last year.
Right?
Yeah. We were having the same conversation, or a year ago, we were breaking down this team. It's like, fuck, I can't believe the Giants and Cowboys have to play the Commanders and Eagles 4 times a year for how long? It's like both of these teams are, the Commanders are young and good, and we're going to have to deal with them again. And then it's like they just come out and just do the shit that the Washington Redskins football team Commanders seem to always do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to make. I think he's just going to be a guy that gets hurt. He's like 180 pounds soaking wet, and he like running the ball and being, if no one's he's going to try to extend plays. He's done it and he got himself hurt. I mean, I watched highlights of him in college, some of like the big hits he took, and it was like, oh my God, like you thought it was like he was going to be dead on the field.
He's going to explode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they still have.
I have them at the bottom of your division. I think they're going to be bad.
Hey, I appreciate that. That's big for me.
That's right.
They have Mariota, who's their backup quarterback, but he's coming off a sprained MCL, right? Let's see. I don't know. Ethan Kalamankis. This might be, or Sam Hartman. This feels like a team that's going to be starting some weird quarter.
Who the fuck is Ethan Kalamankis?
Ethan. It's Ethan with an A at the beginning.
Oh my God.
Let's see. I mean, he's probably not going to make the team.
Yeah, it's pronounced Achan.
Yeah, he played for Minnesota and Rutgers. He's a seventh round draft pick.
Nice. Next Tom Brady, probably.
Sam Hartman, very handsome. This is going to be a team that
is.
Yeah, like strikingly handsome.
They just keep him to be on the sidelines. I think they genuinely do because they have like no interest in playing him.
Mm-hmm.
That seems so far.
Just try to distract Jayden Daniels' mom.
Yeah.
Honestly, good idea.
Yeah, I there's nothing fun. They are in the running for me of like the no fun team. There's nothing fun about this team. They're just very old with a very small, thin quarterback. Not small. He's very tall. Very
thin. Scary to be that. Yeah. But their defense, they did try to overhaul it. I mean, they got some names on there. Obviously, the number one pick, they picked Sonny Styles, who everybody was saying is going to be incredible. Odafe Owe, Amik Robertson, Clavon Chason, Leo Chenal. Like those are names. So maybe their defense is going to be okay. Obviously, Dan Quinn, Sarah knows well. He knows how to coach up a defense. So they might be they could be feisty, and obviously they showed it like that they had something in them 2 years ago. I don't think they made enough changes to be able to recapture that magic. There is tape. He's injured, coming off an injury. I agree with Mike. I don't see this season ending great for them. I don't think they're going to be like fighting for the first overall pick. Worst team in the league type bad. Mike may think otherwise based on his eyes, but I see similar to last year, 5, 6, 7 wins.
That feels right.
Okay, let me tell you how they open the season.
Okay.
They open at Philadelphia, at Dallas, home against Seattle, home against the Colts, home Giants, at Niners. I'm basically going to go the whole season. Hang on. Home Eagles, Rams, Giants, Bengals, Cardinals. They have a tough schedule.
Yeah.
I'll stop there. They're gonna struggle if he's not like his rookie year, and I'm not banking he is, and I don't think that Stephon Diggs. Like, who's their tight end? I want to say it's Trey McBride. He's on the Cardinals. Who play, is it still what's his name?
No, Ertz. I think last year was his last season.
Right.
Yeah, Chigo Okonkwo. They brought him in from Tennessee.
He's the guy I pick up in fantasy to get 1.5 points and then go. I hate Chigo Okonkwo.
Yeah, and then go back to your starter. Yeah, after they come on by.
And then what is it? Terry McLaurin is like low key, also really old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then the rest of them, De'Ami Brown, Van Jefferson, Treylon Burks. It's like they've made a whole team out of number threes.
Not even threes. Treylon Burks has never been healthy.
Yeah.
De'Ami Brown, that was last year's guy. I was like, ooh, he might be good. He's not good. Did you see the thing with Rashad White where he did the ice bucket challenge? And definitely hurt himself during the ice bucket challenge.
Yeah.
You know, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt was good, but also for periods of time wasn't good.
Yeah. But his nickname is Bill. Don't you like that?
Bill. Yeah, sure. He's also got a lower body and will work on the side. Like, come on. This is a bad team. This is a bad
Not
team.
well constructed. Okay.
No.
I will gladly take that.
We'll
Yeah,
take
that makes me happy to say. Speaking of teams that I'm very nervous about, Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously won the division last year, 11-6. You never know emotionally how that team is going to be. They got rid of A.J. Brown. I was looking at their numbers. Their passing offense stunk last year. Like that was bad.
Yeah, and they got rid of A.J. Brown. Who'd they bring in?
Devonta Smith becomes the number one. They got Hollywood Brown. He came in. Dontavian Wicks came in. They drafted Mekhi Lemon, and then in the second round, a tight end, Eli Stowers. So, and then they got the new OC, Sean Mannion.
And isn't Dwayne Carter and another guy on their defense involved in that?
Dwayne Carter?
potential, like,
isn't that Jay-Z? Or no? Oh, that's Jalen Carter.
What's his name? Jalen
The
Carter,
spinning,
whatever.
the spinning one?
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah,
I
Dwayne
don't know.
Dwayne
Aren't
Carter
they
is Lil Wayne. And then also you have a defensive tackle named Dwayne Carter on the Bills.
That's right. Well, I'm locked in, guys.
Yeah.
He also stinks. They were involved in like a gambling thing, I believe, or something where somebody turned up dead.
What? Jalen Carter just signed a huge extension.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, this is not
Breaking
shocking
news.
based on what we've seen of his personality so far.
Let's see. Appeared to potentially violate NBA gaming rules doing a pregame interaction. No. That was last year.
Hold on.
Somebody winding up dead. I feel like this would
going.
be bigger news. They also added Tariq Woolen and Jonathan Grenard on defense, which I hate. It just feels like they keep always stacking talent. They have names. Obviously, they still have Saquon, and they have a strong but old offensive line. It's basically just seeing. It's like I don't want to see this trajectory that keeps happening because it seems like Jalen Hurts has a really bad year with an offensive coordinator, gets fired, has an amazing year with an offensive coordinator the very next year, and then that guy gets hired and takes some head coaching job. Obviously, the inconsistency, I think, overall has to be great for us, Sarah, right? It's just not, some new guy coming in and Jalen Hurts having to learn a whole new lexicon and playbook. I don't think is ever a bad thing.
No, but they have the more important consistency, which is they're just generally a very well-run organization, like always.
Yep.
And that is what I feel like leads to this, right, where they keep having these OCs who end up being great, smart with draft capital, et cetera. So that's why, I don't know. I don't like how everyone seems a little bit down and out on the Eagles this year because of how the offense looked last year. But that is like where I feel like they're going to thrive. And I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm bracing myself for like the impact here that they're not going to be as bad. I don't think they're a Super Bowl caliber team by any means. I mean, I don't think we're going to see that version of Saquon again, unfortunately. He's just getting up there, and he was incredible that year. But I do feel like they're still going to be a top contender to win the NFC East for sure. And very hard to triple repeat. I mean, the double was insane last year to winning the NFC East. To go 3 back-to-back would be absurd. So I'm holding on to that, hoping the Cowboys can take it. But, yeah, I don't know. Well-run organizations just they're scary and hard to say they're ever going to have a really bad season.
Yeah. You think that the vibes all of a sudden changed with A.J. Brown out of there? I feel like he was like the prime culprit of like he's why the team is bad vibes. But now that he's gone, it's like do these people still all not like each other? And it maybe it wasn't all just him.
No, maybe people were on his side. though, because Jalen Hurts doesn't seem all like that likable of a guy, honestly, there either way. So I bet there was a good amount of people in that locker room who felt like AJ Brown had some leg to stand on with his side of the argument.
And he had a read on the sidelines, you know? Mm-hmm. So what I'm looking up to...
I'm right.
Some guy's dead?
I'm back. Yeah. Muhammad Koulibaly, guys. You haven't heard about him? Alleged to have been involved in a scam involving former Cardinals GM Steve Keim. There's ties to him where he apparently ripped off professional athletes, and then he wound up dead in his pool earlier this month. And several NFL figures, including notable clients and partners, including Eagles defensive tackle, not Dwayne Carter, not Lil Wayne, Jalen Carter, multiple other current and former Eagles players, and Seahawks GM John Snyder, who definitely looks like a guy just getting involved in some shit.
Why is this not bigger news?
Yeah, I Google searched quite a few things.
He's involved with Clutch Sports. LeBron James definitely can make things go away. I'm telling you. So this story, bookmark this.
Yeah, right
involves some of these Eagles guys, and has not yet. If this death is questionable, there's going to be a lot of questions. That's all I'm saying. Okay. If there's questionable things, they're going to have questions. Might interfere with the performance of players who maybe are alleged. Potentially, am I accusing them of murdering him? No, but
are you saying he didn't?
Carter, once you kill once, and Jalen Carter, not a great guy.
Maybe he spit on him. I don't know about kill a guy.
Well, didn't he also get into that car accident and kill that other person in Georgia?
Yeah, driving fast.
Yeah.
You say now he's got a taste for it?
Yeah, he's got a taste for murder. Get scammed. Yeah. You know what? You know the guy I'm not going to scam out of $1 million? Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
O.J. Simpson. Aaron Hernandez.
All on that list.
Jeffrey Dahmer. You know what I mean?
I could take $1,000 from him.
You'd have to go to his apartment to get it.
Jeffy. Yeah. It just smells like a bunch of old beef in here.
Have a beer. Have a
beer. How bad would their record have to be through the first 8 games of the season to get Sirianni on the hot seat?
I think he's on the hot seat. Isn't
he
always on the hot seat?
Because he's in Philly, or realistically?
Does he coach the offense or the defense?
I don't think either. Isn't he just one of those
hot
he's
kind of seems
Welcome
like
to the hot
morale
seat.
guy, or so he thinks. He's a morale guy.
Yeah. Having a team manager as a head coach is actually a really good idea. But I don't I don't know if he's the right guy.
And all right, here's a question. Do you think the Hurts story gets better or worse as far as like time does a thing to our memories? Like he was under a lot of heat. AJ Brown, his teammates, his attitude, his lack of the ability to throw the football. I mean, does that get better or worse now?
That's what we were kind of just saying. Like how much
worse.
Yeah. I agree. I don't think it all kind of depends on this their new OC and like how things look with oh my god, I just said his name. It's Sean Mannion. With Sean Mannion. It's like who's the ugly faced fuck who used to coach on the Cowboys who's now the head coach of the Saints?
Kellen Moore.
Yes, Kellen Moore. Like he looked amazing with Kellen Moore, with a guy who knew how to coach and a guy who knew how to formulate an offense.
You're so mean to Kellen Moore.
I really hate looking at him.
I was not going to answer you because I felt bad saying his name, but I did.
You knew who I was talking about.
Saints head coach.
Yeah.
Their offensive Lane Johnson's 36. Saquon Barkley is turning 30 in February, and I can tell you he'll be turning 30 on vacation. They're
okay.
They're not. Their defense, we'll see. Their defense should be good, but I don't know. I don't know. Their offense is not going to be better this year. I think it will be worse. Also, Saquon wasn't like exactly incredible last year.
No, he had a bad year.
Does that get better or worse? Probably worse.
Yeah, and their offensive line, that was kind of the lifeblood of their whole team. And as they're losing pieces, and it's like they obviously, I think they're bringing back just about the whole O-line from last year, but it's like they're still another year older and a couple injuries, and now all of a sudden Hurts doesn't have that same kind of push. I mean, you saw how much it changed just with Kelsey leaving before. They didn't quite have it the same way that they had it before, and like that's the lifeblood of that team.
Yep, and they lost the safety. What's his name? The white guy.
Oh, Reed Blankenship, or was it no? Was that the one he went to? Yeah, the one he went to the Texans, right?
Yeah, but they have Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, and they're both very good. I just think I think they squeezed every drop of talent out of that team to win that Super Bowl, and they were incredibly dominant, and it was the perfect storm for Jalen Hurts. But Jalen Hurts has never wowed me as a quarterback at any moment in his career, ever.
That Super Bowl, he looked really good.
They just beat the snot out of the Chiefs, though. It was really their defense was just like they were everywhere, and then A.J. Brown 3 years younger, like it was never his. Quarterbacks. I judge a lot on just how they look when they throw the ball. I've never looked great. It's never looked great.
Yeah, I'm all here for you saying stuff like that about the Eagles. I agree. I'm very, very much into that. I would love to see their offense just completely be stymied again. Sean Mannion gets fired. Nick Sirianni gets fired. They do. Maybe sit in third seat behind Tanner McKee.
I'm telling you, there's going to be a point where people are going to be saying, should they start Andy Dalton? I'm telling you.
Little redhead, little redhead rumblings you guys
brother
get.
From another mother.
Yeah, Andy. Hopefully he's got the beard. So, yeah, fuck Philly. Fuck them forever. Mm-hmm. The Dallas Cowboys. Sarah, it's your time to shine. I want to know your thoughts here, and I want to know if Mike is still going to try to steal George Pickens from you. But I need to hear what your thoughts on your Dallas Cowboys. Last year, 7-9-1, under 500. Bring back Dak Prescott. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very excited. Not to sound like a typical Cowboys fan, but this actually might be our year, which is a shift from the past 2 years. I was very down. Remember, you guys were telling me to get it together, and you need to be more optimistic the past 2 years. So I'm going to go reverse this year. I'm going to lean into what I'm seeing in preseason so far, which is usually never a good idea, but we'll take it.
You guys look dominant in preseason.
2 out of 3 games in so far, we are looking very good. And the major thing is, it's not even like the silly stuff. It's we're filling holes and gaps that desperately needed to be fixed. Defense overall has looked great. Very excited about Caleb Downs. He's looked incredible so far. Only excited to see as he continues to kind of acclimate and develop in the league. We got rid of Eberflus. Thank God, that was a while back, but still just like shout out that he's gone. Thank God. Just have to remind myself that every day. And as on brand for the Cowboys, we are continuing our trend of abundance of riches in the wide receiver room here, because we obviously have George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, but rising star Camden Brown, who's undrafted rookie, 2 touchdowns in the season opener, 70-yard reception in game 2. This is like a big guy. Like, he is a big physical receiver. Almost Pickens-esque. I think they're hoping. I think they may keep him, but it's, again, what's the point? What's the purpose? He probably will more likely be used for draft capital, or if they decide to take him on the roster, then possibly converting him to a tight end. But this guy is really good. And we also have Flournoy and Jonathan Mingo, which Flournoy was really great at the end of last year. Like, do you have comments on Flournoy?
What'd you guys give up for Mingo again? That was a great trade.
Too much. I just had to throw his name in.
Jerry Jones was like, watch this.
Yeah.
Boom. Third rounder? Was it like a third-round pick?
It was something that Mingo was we haven't even seen him. We haven't seen him, but he's playing well in preseason. It was far too much, but he's holding on. He's keeping his roster spot, but maybe not for that much longer. And Flournoy, huge games last year. He has a really good connection with Dak, it seems. So I like it. Our offense is going to be incredible. Dak's playing well, has been the past few years. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Biggest question offensively will be the line. Our offensive line is just getting kind of shuffled around. Some old, some new. It's questionable at best. And then I feel like our run game because of that, might be a little bit of iffy situation here. But I mean, who needs it with these wide receivers is what I'm telling myself. So yeah, looking good. We have two nice battles here going on for both QB2 and RB2. Sam Howell and Joe Milton. Joe Milton making a huge surge after playing very well. I think he had a 151 QB rating last week in preseason, which take it for what it's worth, but he looked really good. I think it was 2 passing touchdowns and 1 rushing. So, I mean,
throws the ball hard.
He does.
He's making ribs for everybody. I don't know if you saw that. They're making a big deal about his ribs.
I think everyone likes him. So Sam Howell, on the other hand, Sam Howell's not a bad backup quarterback. Am I wrong in that he definitely brought the Commanders to the playoffs?
He did.
He did. I feel like we could have worse options. I'm sorry, I would take these two over Andy Dalton any day.
Oh. Mm-hmm. What?
I would. Andy Dalton was good to us, but that was 5 years ago. Literally 5 years ago. And I thought
maybe right now. All time, absolutely not. Maybe right now that
he's
Andy Dalton's...
He's in his
prime. He's in his prime.
Gets
to go out and have a little cheese on the golf course. He's feeling good.
Yeah. No. So I think overall, good battle there. It'll be interesting to see where it goes. I hope it's with Milton because I feel like he's just a lot more fun than Sam Howell. And in terms of running backs, who's going to be playing behind Javonte Williams, it will be either Malik Davis or Jayden Blue, both of who have been looking good. Kind of Malik Davis played well in game 1. Jayden Blue had a good game 2, so they're battling it out there for that. So, yeah, I think overall everything looks good. I think I saw they had us at over 9.5 wins is what I saw on DraftKings earlier.
That's
which
high.
I think it's high, but I think attainable. I do think it's attainable this year, and I feel like we will be a playoff team. I know, but I still feel like we'll be a playoff team either through winning the East or obviously a wild card. There's only 2 ways to get in, but
that's winning. That's winning 3 more games than you did last year.
I know we gave away a lot of games last year. We had a lot of really bad losses. We had a tie. Stupid. So yeah, no, I think for sure that they definitely could do that. 100%. We lost some really stupid games last year, the Vikings lost, seriously. And then we pressed down the stretch, but it was just too little, too late. The Cowboys had the chance to take the division from the Eagles at the end of the year last year. I mean, who was it? Was the Eagles giving it away, or the Cowboys playing well enough to get it? It was a little bit of both, but I think we will. I don't want to say it because I don't want to jinx it, but I do feel like we will win the NFC East this year.
You have a cornerback named Trick-Wheezy Bridges, and I love that. So just in the great name category.
Vibes overall good.
What's going on in your secondary is the only question I have, and then I'm going to tell you what I think.
Well,
what's up? Any better? Any worse?
It's been a question for the past 3 years. Really, Trayvon Diggs really kind of just ruined everything for us, which good riddance. Thank God he's gone. But, yeah, I mean, it's sad because Jerron Bland had so much promise with that season where he set the record for interceptions a couple of years ago, but he cannot stay healthy. And I feel like then it all just filters through him from there, really. I think, I don't know. I think the corners are going to be a problem, like you said. But I feel like we need someone maybe a Caleb Downs or something like that. If he's too young for it, I don't know. But we need a good defensive leader out there, and we have not had that since the days of our great linebackers like Sean Lee and guys like that. So I do think that is going to be something that's going to have to be ironed out. But I think the talent is there.
I think your D line is going to be really good.
Yeah, it's the secondary that's the question.
I do think the D line is going to create a lot of, if they can just protect, if they could just cover for 3 seconds to let them get there, they're going to be getting home a lot. Quinnen Williams is great if he's healthy. Rashawn Gary, Kenny Clark. Von Miller, for what it's worth, Von Miller had 9.5 sacks last year, I think.
I did want to get your opinion on him actually, because I saw
coming in third down.
He's washed.
He's not washed. Coming in third down, he's going to make plays. He's not going to be not in shape. I think you have the best 2-pair wide receivers in the NFL.
That's true.
Javonte Williams, I had to take my medicine all last year that he does not suck. He was actually really good. Mm-hmm. Dak Prescott, it's a lot of I just hope Dak doesn't get hurt, right? Because Dak has a kind of history of doing that. I love the Cowboys team. I think I think you guys are. If you can put it all together, are going to be really, really good. It's a tough schedule, though. I think the NFC East in general, it's going to be the typical NFC East. Like, whoever's winning this division's winning it with like 9 or 10 wins.
You can come out barely over 500 and win the NFC East. So that's why I don't want to rule out being a play. I can't rule out being a playoff team because of that.
There is a world where I could see the Cowboys going to the NFC Championship.
Oh my God.
I hate it when you say shit like that.
I think there's a way that they're a top 4 NFC team.
If they get the defense going, their offense is 100%.
I really do mean that because the whole NFC North, maybe the Bears or Detroit, maybe. I'm out on Green Bay. The NFC South is cheeks.
Dog water.
And then you got Rams in Seattle because, again, I'm out on the 49ers. So why can't the Cowboys be a top 4 team? And then, again, if they could stay healthy, and the secondary's the thing. Like, your secondary sometimes is such a joke.
Yeah.
Like Russell Wilson.
People here.
Russell Wilson throwing bombs. Was that last year?
Mm-hmm. Early season last year.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson airing it
Sasha
out. When Sasha was like, he's back.
Oh, yeah, we lost in overtime. It was incredible. What a game.
That can't be.
Russell Wilson can't do that. Yeah.
No, you're right. Absolutely.
So that's what I think about Dallas. I think there's a world where, if healthy, I don't think they're going to the Super Bowl. I'm not picking them to go to the Super Bowl. I think the NFC is very top heavy, and one of the 2 teams I think are going to go. But I think they could be in it.
Love it. Love to hear it. Sasha, give it to me now.
I would love to see you go 0-5 to start the year. And trade up Pickens.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I kind of agree. I'm looking through your whole roster. I like. You're a good team, but you're the fucking Cowboys, and you're going to find a way. You're going to get everybody's hopes up. You're going to end up playing the Packers in the first or second round of the playoffs, and everybody's going to say the Packers are dog shit, and then they're going to beat the crap out of you. I've seen this show before. It's okay. It makes me happy.
You guys are like the little 2 like perfect versions of like the angel and the devil in my head, literally. Because I'm thinking like Mike, where I'm like, this is it, like this is our year, and then there's that little piece of me that is just like, I've seen this before too. I know
just like Dak Prescott and Tony Romo before him. It's like I can set my clock to looking really good in the regular season. Then all of a sudden, when it comes to nut cutting time, when the rubber hits the road in the playoffs, the lights get bright. Jerry's down on the sideline. Things are like, oh fuck, the Cowboy fans are really out. I don't know how I'm going to handle this if it happens. I watch them crumble. I was kind of too young to remember too much of like the Cowboy dynasty. I remember it very vaguely as like a very, very young kid. But basically my whole life it's been Cowboys, good team, really good roster. How do they not make it look incredible during the regular season, beat the fucking brakes off the Giants, and then it's just until
Romo can't hold a field goal down.
Exactly. Until proven otherwise, I will continue to just bank on they'll crumble at some point, and that's the only way that I get through my day.
Fair. I can't.
And you have the greatest kicker ever.
It's true. Still have him.
He's 31. That shocked me. Brandon Aubrey.
Because he feels relatively young in football years. It feels like he hasn't been around forever.
Well, he had a full other career before this.
Right. He just decided he would do that.
Underwater welder?
A coder or something like that.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I forgot what it was. Yeah, he was working up until he got drafted.
Yeah, wasn't he like a college football player or college soccer player or something? And he's just like, I could do that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he used to practice after work. And then I would always see that I would make. Yeah, he was a computer software engineer. Yeah, software development. And he was at a game, and then his wife was like, maybe you could do that. And then he'd be practicing that night.
She's like, you're such a fucking dork.
It's a pretty good career move. Go get paid. Go get paid a couple $1 million for a few years, then go back to your software development job.
You go into Best Buy and you're like, sorry, fellas, I'm going to the Cowboys. I'm like, what?
Yeah, can't hang this week. Can't do bar trivia on Thursday.
Dungeons and Dragons. I'm gonna have to relinquish my spot.
Yeah,
in the basement. Yeah, there. So, okay. Well, I'll tell you. Dallas. I'm not done with what I think of your whole division. So there you go.
Okay. All right, well, that sounds like you're kicking it to me because, boy, have I got some thoughts on the Giants. Because you think the Giants are probably going to win the division, right? I'm sure. Let me talk. Don't jump in. I'm sure you're ready for it. I did a lot of research on this team last year because, obviously, 4-13, get down to the end of the season. We're fighting for the last pick. We end up beating the Cowboys when the Cowboys had nothing to play for in the very last game to basically screw us out of the first pick. Yeah, I remember that. Very unhappy. I've never been more unhappy in New York Giants beating the Dallas Cowboys at the end of the year. Looking at the actual numbers, I feel like our record was considerably worse than our actual performance. And obviously we were outscored on the season. It was 381 points to 439 points allowed. But looking at the other teams that were all kind of in that same arena, those teams were all like 7-9 that had a similar kind of points for, points allowed thing. Like we had a better point differential than the Panthers, who won their division. The Dolphins were 7-10. We had a better point differential than them. We had a better point differential than the Bengals, who were 6-11. So it's like I feel like this was a 7-win football team that was just designed in disguised in a 4-win kind of disaster. Just like Sarah was saying about the Cowboys, it's like we lost so many stupid games. That one that Mike and I watched together, that Bears game, we were up the whole time, and then it was just give it away, give it away, give it away. We were up against the Cowboys, or we had that Cowboys option, go to overtime. Russ is playing his fucking balls off, and then all of a sudden lose in a terrible fashion. It was the whole year. The team just had no idea how to win. It was like we had some players were trying to do it, but there was just some clown doofus leading the whole thing. So I think that we have some good players, and hopefully we actually have an ecosystem around them that can kind of support that to be better now. So I'm trying to keep myself as realistic as possible because I did go back and listen to last year I was convincing us that the Giants were making the playoffs. I was like, the Giants are actually a good team. Brian Daboll, we got it. We had a new Jaxson Dart. We got Russell Wilson could be really good. I was saying these horrific things. So I'm trying to be a little bit more realistic. So I don't necessarily want to start with are the Giants making the playoffs because that's kind of too simplistic. And I feel like the real question is are we watching the beginning of an organizational identity structure itself for the first time in years since the good Eli Manning years. We also had a lot of bad Eli Manning years. So I like looking at things. I think that we are starting to build an actual competent football team that hopefully will learn what a winning culture is. Because the roster all of a sudden kind of makes sense. We're building from the inside out. We're building on the defensive line. We're building on the offensive line. We have young guys that are all young at the same time together that are actually going to be able to grow together, hopefully. So I'm thinking that things make sense, and I am very cautiously optimistic. Because basically, not every player is great. They're not. We've had a bad team for a lot of years. Obviously, Harbaugh came in. He made a bunch of changes. But, like, these guys, like, there are some names that are decent here. The problem last year it was our defense. Our offense was ranked 17th in points scored. But like our defense was still ranked. Our defense was. Regardless. We were 4-13. Our offense scoring the 17th most points. That doesn't add up. That doesn't make any sense. It's not like we were the 26th, the 27th worst offense. We're right in the middle of the pack. So it's like I think that what we need to do. I've talked to Mike for a million years about this. Is like changing the culture, changing the carpets. Obviously, it's for very different reasons, but like the Giants just needed somebody like Harbaugh to come in and be like, whatever you're doing is wrong. You're losing. You're finding ways to lose. It's an embarrassment. You guys are all good football players. Let's try to put this together. So, all that being said, we need a complete vibe shift. Harbaugh brings the vibe shift. We're doing stop doing things that losers are doing. Do things that winners do. Let's bring a winner in. Don't just promote some loser from within and hope that everything just changes. You don't want to fire your head coach and then just bring some loser head coach in from the offensive coordinator room and just hope that everything's going to be different, right?
Okay.
What? Sorry, you got something to say? What do you mean? You have something to say?
Lay down while you stomp on my balls.
Did it feel good? Did you like it a little bit?
Is John Harbaugh old enough to be Joe Brady's grandfather?
Oh yeah. How many rings? How many Super Bowl rings does Joe Brady have?
Well, it's his first time as a head coach. How many does John Harbaugh has? One.
That's 100% more than Joe Brady does.
I wasn't even going to talk shit about John Harbaugh.
I know.
I literally was letting you go. Go ahead. Continue.
No. That's good. That one was just in there for me. So basically, yeah.
Is Jaxson Dart going to be good while you're sitting here going,
oh, yeah.
I look at this year as a cultural change and a shift, and I just want to see. Dude, is Jaxson Dart good or not?
Jaxson Dart. This is all a linchpin on Jaxson Dart. Obviously, I think that what I was getting to is that it starts with the coaching, because we had a decent team last year. I don't think this was a strip it down to the nuts and bolts terrible team, start over from the wheels up and figure it out. I think if Harbaugh can come in, stop making bad fourth down choices, stop with terrible protection, stop with the delay of games, stop with defensive miscommunications, quarterback being reckless, special teams mistakes, people not knowing where to line up. I think Harbaugh stops that. I think if we stop that, that's an easy 2 to 3 win difference based on last year alone. Let alone actually coming in, and then now we've overhauled the whole coaching staff. Matt Nagy as OC still scares me. I'm not going to overlook that name and just pretend that he's a good guy. Brian Callahan, former head coach, he was good at once to get a head coaching job. He's the passing game coordinator. Greg Roman, senior offensive assistant, he's been with Harbaugh forever. Denard Wilson, defensive coordinator. It was basically Brian Dable was an offensive tactician that we made run a team. Harbaugh is a guy that knows how to build the team and hires tacticians. So I'm going to try to trust him. But as Mike just said, it all starts and ends with Jaxson Dart. That's it. It's going into his second year. He's no longer like the interesting rookie. Let's see how this goes. Maybe he can do something out of Ole Miss. He's exciting. Oh, he's handsome. He's cool, whatever. It's like he's got to come out and show that he's the franchise guy.
Sarah, we have to remember next year, we have to clock how many good sayings Sasha has. If he had said it's about the Jimmies and the Joes, not the X's,
would you like that one?
I would have shut this podcast down.
Listen, some people have to get in here, do a little synthesizing, try to use the English language here to the best.
We're trying to build the plane while we're flying it. It's the early bird catches the early worm or something.
Yep.
2 in the
early worm
is worth 1 in the bush. Said hike. Jaxson Dart is the question, and
yes,
we could talk football all day and night and
till the cows come home.
Till the cows come home, first man in, last man out. I don't know. All these football teams, you have to have a quarterback. There isn't one team that you don't need a quarterback. The Seahawks were incredible on defense. Like all time good. Sam Darnold was still really good at quarterback, and he was flawed. He is flawed, but he was still really good. Jaxson Dart needs to be at least Sam Darnold last year, and here's why I'm telling you that, because Sarah, while I do think your team could go to the NFC Championship, I think both of those teams will make the playoffs. Dallas and the Giants. That's what I think. I think the Giants can win the division if Jaxson Dart is good. Now, but then I don't think it's going to go further than that. Just because that would be a huge step forward. Your defense is your defensive line, while I like the Cowboys, yours could be the best defensive line in the league. Easily. Yeah.
The part that scares me, obviously, I mean, we were able to sign DJ Reader, so I do think that is a decent, it's not like we're going to nobody, but getting rid of Dexter Lawrence is a big difference to what this defense has looked like for a long time. Having that solid nose tackle, plug up the running lanes between, stop the A and B gaps is huge. So now we don't have that like Hall of Fame nose tackle type guy. DJ Reader's a very, very good player. But I completely agree. I mean, when you have Burns, Reese, Carter, Kayvon Thibodeau is still there. Also, your boy Tremaine Edmonds. Like that's a hell of a linebacking core. And I am so pumped from everything I've seen about Arvell Reese. Like the snaps that he's played has been unbelievable. So I think we're going to get to the quarterback a lot, and I'm very, very excited for that. It feels like the NASCAR package back in the day when we were winning Super Bowls.
I'm nervous about Malik Neighbors. That injury was really bad. It was very early in the year, and everybody's making magical recoveries, but it was a really bad knee injury.
And this fucking Dallas guy fucking up the surgery.
I think Darnell Mooney was a really good signing. If Scadaboo and some form of Najee Harris and Devin Singletary and Tyrone Tracy, if they could find 3 running backs to be a running team, that's what Harbaugh is going to want to do anyways. If Jaxson Dart can not get hurt and scramble and use his legs and see the rush, even just see it a little bit, even just see it so he can fucking duck, so he doesn't get his head blown off.
Yep.
That scared me about Jaxson Dart. I can bust your chops all day long. The thing that scared me about Jaxson Dart is it's like he reminds me of like the fear I have of my son running into a parking lot. Just would have no sense of a car coming and just wham.
Yeah. Okay, like, you went straight to Eddie. What I wrote here was that
I feared for him.
What I wanted to talk to you about was that I need you to walk me through this. I call it, this is the Josh Allen paradox. Part of what makes him so good is that like it's exciting and like he's able to make these plays and this blatant refusal to concede plays and negative plays especially. So it's like, how do you take that away? How do you because so much of that is good and what makes him good. How do you take that good with the bad and what just emotionally, physically? It's like you got to know that you're the straw that stirs the drink. If you're not out on that field, this team is. I mean, I don't know about fucked, but like this team, the team is fucked. If Josh Allen's not on the field, if hopefully Jaxson Dart is a good enough player that if he's not on the field, the team is fucked. Like, so it's like I don't know. Is the answer run less? I don't think so. I just think it's. Yeah, great locker room guy. I love the speeches here. I love that. So it's like I feel like they almost need to know the expected value of the play. Once that expected value is turned negative, go down. Harbaugh's obviously dealt with this with Lamar before, so he's not brand new to having to deal with this problem. He's not some guy that's only coached pocket passers, but he got sacked. His sack rate was almost 10% last year. It's like obviously a lot that could be offensive line.
Awful.
But like that's crazy. That needs to we got to save him from having oatmeal brain by the time he's 27.
And I think he came and look at the way he acts and dresses. I mean, he's got a little oatmeal in there. His best buddy's Cam Scadaboo.
Yeah.
It's like Mice and Men, but they're both Lenny.
Yeah. But they're both just playing with the gun, loaded. Yeah.
They just shoot each other. If he can. The problem is, first of all, if I'm them, you sit him down and you go, hey, stop watching tape of Josh Allen if that's what he's doing. Like, dude, no, and I'm not gonna not a whole. He's not Josh Allen. Nobody's Josh Allen. The thing I'm not even concerned about the extra stuff. It's the in the pocket not knowing where the hits are coming. More quarterbacks are injured in the pocket than they are outside of the pocket. That's the misconception of quarterbacks is that, the running quarterbacks are always going to get hurt. They get hurt when they don't see a blindside blitz or they get swallowed up and somebody falls on their leg. Like he's going to get a concussion when he's getting his head blown off because he's not seeing the rush.
Yeah.
That's the concern. You have to get that. You have to coach that out of him. If John Harbaugh could make Lamar Jackson a viable quarterback, I would hope that he can help Jaxson Dart be a good quarterback.
I'm hoping so.
And
I
again,
think so.
I don't even think he needs to be good. I think he needs to be serviceable.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
You
I think
added Ardarius Washington, Javon Holland, and Greg Newsome to your secondary, which was bad.
Yeah. Yes.
And
we still have Paulson at Debo, Drew
secondary.
Phillips, Tyler Newman. Those are decent players.
You could have like a top 3 to 5 defense in the league this year.
I think so.
You really could.
That was my prediction. We're going top 5 in pressure rate. You guys remember pressure rate? I'm all about pressure rate still.
Who could forget? I can't believe you didn't lead off with that. So that's the ultimate question. What am I'm banking on. I do think Dart's going to have a good enough year. That's what I think. And
I think
you
so,
have
too.
So you also have an easier schedule.
Which we should. We were fucking dog shit last year.
You guys open up against Dallas. First 2 games are tough. Home against Dallas, road against the Rams. Then you have Titans, Cardinals, Commanders, Saints. You play the Browns. I don't think the Eagles are going to be good. I think there's a lot of wins in there. I don't think the 49ers are going to be good. I don't think the Colts are going to be very good. So, what week are you playing the Texans? I mean, C.J. Stroud, you better hope he's still playing. He might be benched for Davis Mills. But, think about that. Week 1 and 2, Rams, Cowboys. I'm afraid for Jaxson Dart's safety.
Well, I think our offensive line hopefully got better, and I think that with our good coaching, I don't think we're going to be asking him to do as much. I think we are going to be heavily run first, and also just the size of our team. We brought in Likely. We still have Scadaboo. You haven't said the word Patrick Ricard once. He's like 6'5". He's a fucking battering ram. And then it's I think we're going to be running a lot. So it's we have Andrew Thomas, who is still, whatever, is an incredible left tackle. John Runyon, John Michael Smith. We just drafted Francis Maui-Noah, CC, who played right tackle all through college. We moved him to guard so he doesn't have to play the second hardest position on the offensive side of the ball. And we still have Jermaine Illuminor. So it's just let this rookie offensive lineman move inside, just be 6'5", 350, whatever he is, and just maul people because he's a physical freak, and learn how to play this. We're not just going to immediately throw him into blocking the blind side. So I think our offensive line has some serviceable guys, and I think the coaching is going to be a lot of run first. Let's just beat the fuck out of teams on the line, and then let Dart do his thing, and then once the defense has to crash the line a little bit, find some more openings. Find Odell Beckham Jr., who's 37, the fastest guy we've ever seen.
Is he going to make the team?
I think so. He's looked pretty good off the line. He hasn't he's been playing all preseason, which makes me feel like maybe not. If the Giants were this guy's definitely going to make the team, he's not a young guy. I don't think they'd be putting all the miles on him if they didn't want it. But he's moving well. He had he's not in with the ones. He's not getting the best passes thrown to him. He did drop a very easy touchdown in the second week of preseason, but he's losing defenders. He looks good. And he's also he's good to drive the social media clicks up 4,000%. Crowd loves him.
Johnson and Isaiah Likely are going to be really good tight ends for you. Likely maybe not. I always thought he was going to be.
I think he will be.
I really do think you could win. I think it's between the Cowboys and the Giants. I think the Eagles
love
are
this.
done.
No.
I think the Commanders are fighting for the worst record in the league.
That would make for such a good podcast with you and me, Sarah. Oh my God, we got to start thinking about what the bets. If this really comes down to it, what the bets are going to be for you and me all season. This is going to be.
I feel as though you might be getting ahead of yourself, but it's okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm fully. I mean, I already bet the Giants to win the division. I think months ago, whenever the odds came out.
It's not a bad bet. It's just that you have the biggest unknown is the most important part of your team. That's what's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm hoping that between the coaching,
I would say
yes.
he didn't look great as a rookie. He had a couple moments.
You had a lot of moments. You had more than a couple moments. Well, I had his numbers right here.
Okay.
12. He played 12 games, 24 total TDs, and only 5 picks.
Okay.
How many trips to the blue tent?
Too many of those. That's the real problem. That's the thing. We need, obviously, the 10% sack rate is bad.
Scadaboo, we're like the WWE tag team.
Yeah, Scadaboo's leg fell off, and he was trying to walk it off. His fucking foot was hanging sideways.
Now you brought in a one-eyed Najee Harris. It's just a great what a room.
It's just size. I just this is the Harbaugh thing. We're just bringing in big dudes.
I think you're going to be we'll know in 2 weeks. That's going to be that's what I'm excited about. Must-see TV is to watch Giants Cowboys week 1, Giants Rams week 2.
Oh God, it's going to be good. Coming off that.
I don't even need you to win. I don't even need you to win one of those games. I just need him to survive and you put up a fight.
I'd like that. I think we can do that. I think we're going to be good. Everything is going to change. I'm so trying to be realistic here. I see, I'm obviously rooting for us to win the division. I'd love to see, I think 10-7, hyper realistic. If my balls are on the line, my integrity's on the line. 8-9 is still a 4-win improvement from last season. So, I think we're around there. 10-7 is where I feel like we're gonna. I want to end up. 8-9 is I feel like that's still a big improvement. So much about it is just, do we see Dart start to make that step? Do we see him spend less time in the blue tent? Do we see some of these guys just making less mistakes, playing smarter, doing the things that a good team does, as opposed to the things that we've done for the past couple of years where we just lose games that we shouldn't? So I'm excited, cautiously optimistic, need to see Dart take that next step. And the president is on our side, so maybe, if he's about to get taken out for some concussion, he can come in and pull some Florian Balogun stuff and get him back in.
Right, because that's definitely what you want to do with your young second-year quarterback, is just trot his brain down. Look at how good it worked out for Tua. He's the starting quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons right now.
That's doing really well.
Think about it.
Doing really well. A lot of money. So, all right, that's the NFC East. That feels good. I'm very excited to see where that division ends us. AFC East, a lot less interesting teams, but possibly a team that is going to be contending for the Super Bowl. Last year, New England won it at 14-3, Buffalo at 12-5, Miami 7-10, and the New York Jets 3-14. You want to go front to back to front here? Let's say Buffalo for the end. Where do you want to go, Mike? This is your division. Why don't you shepherd us here?
I think we can save time and skip Miami completely. How about that?
Okay. That sounds
horrendous.
Good for me.
Malik
Just
Willis.
bad team.
Horrendous.
the Jeff Hafley, Malik Willis era. This is actually I got all of them here because it shocked me. Malik Washington, Tutu Atwell, Jalen Tolbert, Terrence Marshall, and Jalen Reagor.
That's so bad.
That was a list. We said it before about the Eagles. That's a list of number 3 receivers all lining up at once.
They are a leader in the clubhouse for my worst record pick. Okay. I don't see. Unfortunately, it's a packed clubhouse this year, but they're horrendous.
Yep.
So
I feel like Achan's the only guy. They're going to be maybe look to move him at the trade deadline. Maybe get some money for get something for him, picks, whatever.
If he could survive,
yeah,
they're going to be. Yeah. They're going to work him.
I'm tired, boss. Get out there and have 45 touches.
It's not working.
Yeah.
They're awful. We can go to the Jets, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
Skip them.
Yep. We've reached the Geno Smith sequel. Everybody, I just felt like it was
he's
the
writing back.
This was the story that everybody was like, all I kept thinking about was like, how can I relate Geno Smith to something? It just feels like the real life version of like that sad drunk agreement that people make when they're in college. It's like, yeah, if we're not married by the time we're 35, why don't we just get married? And then he actually, like, on his 35th birthday, like, he showed up outside with a boombox, like, outside the Jets, and it's like I guess they're just doing this again. Yeah, it's the Jets. It has been the Jets. It always will be the Jets. They signed Minka Fitzpatrick, Demario Davis, Tavondre Sweat. They're trying to make that defense better, I guess.
It's like Zoolander 2. It's
what nobody wanted.
There was a sequel. Nobody needed it. Nobody needed it. Jaws: The Revenge. These are. This is not going to work. Aaron Glenn. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Their defense is going to be better, and it doesn't matter. Geno Smith, I was calling for him to retire in the middle of last year. He threw picks. It looked like my son trying to play Madden for the first time. Like, just pick. And he's your starter. Who's their backup? Justin Fields? No, he's I don't know.
Yeah.
They're in my own division, and I do not care. You can't
Cade
be
Klubnik.
Smith. Okay.
Rookie Cade Klubnik.
It's Breece Hall already banged up. Braylon Allen, he's not 19 anymore, so that's not a cool story to be like, he's 19. He tore his ACL. Yeah. He's not that good. Garrett Wilson, there's another guy. I'd love to see him traded to the Bills. Be fine by me. And the Jets would be dumb enough to do it for like not much.
Pennies on the dollar.
Yeah. It starts and ends with Geno Smith. Also, I don't think Aaron Glenn is a very good head coach. And they're the Jets.
Always have been, always
That's
will
it.
be.
That's it.
Yeah.
I look at it like the Bills and the Patriots are starting out with 4 wins.
It's pretty nice.
Basically.
Yeah. Although I could see
Yep.
the Patriots dropping 1 to the Jets like idiots.
It feels like something they might do. Well, speaking of them, the New England Patriots obviously won the division last year, added A.J. Brown. Is the schedule coming back, or was it all just luck?
Drake May did not look good in the playoffs. He was bad, statistically bad. Not only didn't look good, he wasn't good.
Yeah.
Which is double as bad as not looking good. It's just being bad.
Yeah.
He was horrendous in the Super Bowl, and I love that they have to open the season against the Seahawks in Seattle. It's like, hey, remember that nightmare? You're back.
nightmare.
Yeah. And they open the season in Seattle. Then they get the Steelers, who will not be banged up yet. Then they get the Jaguars, and then they get the Bills. That's a tough 4 games to open the season.
Not easy.
They also signed Romeo Doubs, who's pretty good. They traded Kayshon Boutte, and I think that's really funny and a little arrogant. Like, Kayshon Boutte was really good for them. I think he had 6 or 7 touchdowns.
Yeah, he played well.
They traded him to the Texans. It's like, well, we have A.J. Brown and Romeo Doubs. It's like, well, Romeo Doubs wears that giant headset cover. He's one of the giant bobblehead guys. And A.J. Brown is like 32 years old and is hurt and slow, and it might be over for him.
Right, and notoriously bad locker room guy.
Yeah, bad guy.
They got Mac Hollins, though.
Coming off of... Yeah, Mac Hollins is actually... I still wish he was on the Bills.
Yeah.
And their running backs, Ramadre and the other guy,
Travion
Henderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be good. I mean, the Patriots have a good roster. What is it like in that locker room with Vrabel? I don't know.
Yeah, coming off all that stuff. I wonder if they're talking about it. Did he mention it? He must have mentioned it. Like, he had to bring it up somehow.
He's like, yeah, I fucked her, all right?
Yeah.
When she was pregnant. I have a family.
Yeah, her kid's named after me, so what?
Who amongst us? They signed Hunter Henry, who Hunter Henry feels like he's been in the NFL since I've been in college.
Yeah.
He's on the surprisingly young
31
range. 31. Turns 32 in December. I think a lot of this just comes down to what year 3 looked like for Drake May. And also, Will Campbell, is he still their left tackle? Because he's an abomination.
Not only that, but I'm also looking right now at their depth chart. The second guy behind him is James Hudson, who I think I saw have the worst game of football an offensive lineman could ever have.
That's too
last
bad.
year.
I feel that's too bad. I don't think their defense is going to be better. It may be the same. I mean, Vrabel always coaches up a good defense. Again, just a team filled with nothing but turmoil in the offseason, bringing in the most tumultuous wide receiver you can, and with a quarterback that has to open the season facing literally the boogeyman on prime time. Like, that could really, like, this could be a Sam Darnold seeing ghosts type shit.
Type shit.
They play a number one. You want to win the division? Fine, go play our schedule that we've played for the last 7 years. By all means. I think they're going to regress. A shocker. I'll give this one away before next week's picks. I think the Bills are going to win the division. Do I think they're going to make the playoffs? Probably.
I'm going. I already said that. I'm going. I love it. I love them not to. Super Bowl hangover is real.
I think they make the playoffs just because, again, it's 4 easy wins right away, and I just don't see where the rest of these teams are coming out of. I'm not a big believer in the Chiefs. Bo Nix has looked awesome. It's preseason. Bo Nix looks like he's whatever. That's preseason. Chargers already down a lineman, so there's just it just
Bengals.
feels like the same story going on. Bengals are going to Bengal. Jamar Chase got hurt today.
I saw that. Yeah. Bad for us, Sarah.
Not good. I did not see that. I'm sad to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? They did win the division last year, and I look at it that I'm not concerned with teams. I am focusing on the big dogs, the things I'm worried about, and I don't consider anybody in the AFC East that.
Not what you're worried about. Well,
no.
On the other hand, teams that you are worried about, the Buffalo Bills, 12-5 last year. Well, promoting Joe Brady changed things. The thing that I keep coming back to, the thing that scares me the most, it was, I think Booger said it on Pardon My Take, was that, like, or maybe whatever, they were talking about it during that interview of how many times, this is the first time it feels like we've ever seen a coach who has never been a head coach before be handed the keys to this Lamborghini, and it's like, we expect you to win the whole thing. And it's like, that's a lot of pressure. That's heavy.
Yeah, it is. But Josh Allen is 30, and to me, this seems like a Peyton Manning level of the way he's going to run and control this team. Like, there are 2 head coaches on this team, and 3 with Jim Leonard, who's been a rock star of a defensive. Like, the way he's the reports out of the team are that he's really the guy. Like, he's going to be a head coach. We're probably only going to have him for 1 or 2 years. And Joe Brady has looked. I'm better. I was waiting to see him and be like, oh, no. Joe Brady looks like a head coach on the sidelines. He looks the part to me. He doesn't actually look like a Florida weed dealer. He looks like a head coach.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Josh Allen with a number 1 receiver. How is that? That's gone pretty well for us, other than some devastating defensive collapses. When Stephon Diggs was a number 1, we were fucking mistakes away from a Super Bowl. We have DJ Moore, who should be able to fill the role of what Josh needs for a number 1. Josh makes a number 2 a number 1, a number 3 a number 2, and so on and so forth. He is an elite Hall of Fame, all-world quarterback. So he eliminates not only my worry about quarterback, it eliminates my worry about the wide receiver and tight end room, because he's going to elevate everybody. I think we're this team, this roster as constructed is much better than last year. Much better. Adding in DJ Moore, the improvements hopefully in the rookies, bringing back our entire offensive line minus David Edwards, but we had Alec Anderson, who was basically our 6th offensive lineman anyways. That role is now going to be played by Jackson Hawes, who's a tight end who's built like a fucking brick shithouse, leveling people. So we're fine moving him into left guard. If we can stay healthy, right? That's the whole thing. This new defense, the way that it's not being in this 4-3, if you heard about what happened with Ed Oliver's son, right?
I just saw that he passed away. I didn't click on it.
Ed Oliver's son died. So again, always weird shit with the Bills. But I was banking on Ed Oliver having a very good year. TJ Sanders, Deion Walker, like our defensive line too. If things go the right way, we added Bradley Chubb, Greg Rousseau. I think is going to do better in the 3-4, being less of a down lineman and more of a standing up, like his speed, his height, agility. And I think Deion Walker is Chris Jones, and nobody sees it yet.
Oh.
Like, they all have to start somewhere. Deion Walker is Chris Jones. He's Quinnen Williams. He's that guy at defensive tackle. That's what I'm banking on.
6'7", 331 is so big.
Bad motherfucker he is.
That's a lot of batted balls. That's a lot of you having a couple soda pops screaming, "Get your fucking hands up!" Batting balls.
His hands are up. He's so fast. When he gets through, he's going to be attacking the quarterback. He was doing it last year. We added Caleb Elam's Orr is the other guy that we have to see on the defense. We drafted him linebacker. Everything they're saying is this guy is a stud, going to be a star. Like they hit on this guy. In a 3-4 defense, we have to have somebody do that. And what's his name? Terrell Bernard and Dorian Williams have left a lot to be. They've left a lot on the table as far as what I wanted out of them as
Buffalo Joe,
like their talent level. Buffalo Joe, probably going to be a special teams player. I don't think he's a starter. Our secondary got way better.
You got Joe. DeMar's not a starter anymore, right? That's good.
That's right. But Maxwell Hairston, we drafted Davidson Igbosa, IGB as we call him.
That's good.
He's been showing out all preseason. Maxwell Hairston being healthy, that's an addition. Benford's obviously really good. We added D. Alford, so we changed the role of Teron Johnson, who we lost, who was like our nickel corner, who was basically kind of like a lineman as he got slower. He was more of a blitzing guy, where now those are going to be coverage corners, and D. Alford and Jordan Hancock's second year with the Bills. He's another one who's looked awesome all preseason. Cole Bishop's going to be a top 5 safety in the league this year.
He's always been very good.
He's kind of shitty in his first year, but he was awesome last year. Going to build on that. My concern is that is the other safety spot. So, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, as long as he's healthy, big question mark, already hurt, lower body.
Big shit talker.
Scare me.
Big shit talker. Big leader in the locker room. Good or bad, I don't know. Will he use those powers for good or evil? We'll see. But I just think this team is better. This team got younger. That's big.
Landon Jackson, the albino defensive end that I hated, that I couldn't believe that we drafted. He put on like 40 pounds. He's like a totally different body type now, and has looked really good in the preseason.
Probably looks terrifying in street clothes.
Yeah, and look at what the Broncos defense, like they got talent out of every position without necessarily having like the big name stars. They made them big name stars. They were undersized, and I just think that's what they're going to do with this Bills team. I think this change is. I was against it. It's obviously 3 weeks before the season. I am so excited for it. I'm going to miss Sean McDermott as the leader and the man, but I think Joe Brady, I think this is a chance to be like a new team. Both sides of the ball. And I didn't even mention James Cook, who's a top 3 running back in the league.
Yeah, give James Cook some shine. Plus, I always like your backups, too. Ray Davis, Ty Johnson. I feel like you guys always get a little pop, little buzz out of your backups. Just because your offensive line is so good. Your play calling was good. It's like you guys know how to run the football.
Dude, and I will tell you guys both, if he makes the team, which I don't think he will just because of this Ian Wheeler guy, running back that we have, looks like Ingram.
Mark Ingram?
Mark Ingram. Like Chris Ivory. Like a
Maurice Jones-Drew.
No, the guy.
Mike Tolbert.
Seattle. He eats the Skittles.
Oh. Marshawn Lynch. Now, do I think he's going to make the team? I don't. But I don't even see him on this. What was his name? I don't even see him on the depth chart. Yeah, I don't see him on the ESPN depth chart.
I know, but I think I don't know. There's just something about him. He looks like he's got some zip. And we have Josh Allen, and I get to see Josh Allen.
Oh, right,
in a couple weeks.
Josh Allen.
I can't fucking wait.
We're almost there.
So it's like no matter what you think of our team, no matter what anybody says about the Bills, and everybody's got an opinion. Josh Allen is 30 years old. He is in the peak of his career, and if as long as he's taking snaps with the ball week 1, we're a Super Bowl contender. The AFC this is such a gettable season for us.
This is the season.
It's incredibly gettable. the AFC is weak. There's nobody that is a dominant team right now.
Yeah. But you. But you.
Except for us.
Except for
I
the
think he's
Buffalo
gonna
Bills.
I think he's going to win MVP again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You're so
buddy.
ready. You're so locked in. You're so back. I'm glad you're back.
I can't wait. And this wide receiver room is going to shake out. I'm right about this. Between DJ Moore, Josh Palmer could not have a worse season last year. Khalil Shakir is still really good. Keon Coleman is in a walking boot. Not a great start for him again. We're going to figure it out. And I'm telling you, I think if that's what needs to be addressed, I do think they will address it this year with a trade.
One can hope. I think Shakir going back to being a number 2 receiver is exactly what he needs. Like not going up against the number 1 corner, going up against where everybody is.
Yeah, well, he was never
for
that
him.
guy. He's a slot receiver, really, and he's a
really good one. Yeah.
Yep. It's just a matter of guys staying healthy and somebody outperforming like their expectations.
Yeah.
It can't always be Josh.
It's gotten pretty far.
I know, but not far enough. It's got to be whether it's the defense, whether it's somebody elevates to a star level, because that's why I don't think running backs do it. You could have a star running back. I don't think it's not enough to change it. We need somebody to elevate it. Either it's Kincaid is healthy and he's put on weight and he stays healthy and he's really awesome and he does look like Travis Kelce, or Elam Zor looks like Brian Urlacher out there, although he looks nothing like Brian Urlacher. Let me tell you that.
Yeah. Caleb with a K.
Ray Lewis minus the murders, or with him. If we win a Super Bowl, you can murder me. I don't
do whatever you want with that white suit. Yeah. Oh, Caleb Elam Zor, terrifying headshot.
Dude, he is a dog. I mean, I want to see. I'm so curious to see if they just play him, because that was Sean McDermott's. One of the things I hated was you had to earn your spot. And instead, it's like we're going to go out and get a 33-year-old linebacker who's going to be slow and awful, and we're going to leave a young guy, and we're not even going to let him see what he's got. So I hope they start letting some of these young guys really play.
Yeah.
Elam Zor, Max Hairston, let this IGB, if he's that good, fucking play him.
You brought back Jimmy Charlo, that Army guy, try out again.
Yeah. You got to have practice squad guys. He's, even in the military, they got to have people up in the front lines.
That's it. Got to send them out. Well, that's good. So, official record prediction. I imagine you've looked the schedule up and down.
Yeah, 14 wins, 13 wins.
Okay.
I 1 seed. I'm going to be disappointed if we don't get the 1 seed. We've never gotten the 1 seed in Josh Allen's era. That should be. We need. The Bills
bye would be nice.
Need a fucking bye week. I'm telling you. If you give us a bye week going into the play, it's end home field in the new stadium.
Game over.
Game over. All 18 seats that they put in there will be filled.
Yeah,
because they cut
with shit in the way. Yeah,
seats. Yeah. No one will see shit, but you'll hear it. You'll hear the touchdown and the train and the shout song. The Bills are going to be really fucking good. They're going to be really good. And I have to tell you, I love my son more than I love the Bills. And I have an announcement to make on this podcast.
Go.
Because it's going to affect you and me and how we communicate on Sundays for a while.
Okay, let's hear it.
Due to scheduling conflicts and that I love my son more than I love the Buffalo Bills, I have my son signed up for soccer at 12:30 on Sundays till November.
It's disgusting. That's disgusting. Luckily, I mean, the Bills playing a lot of
4 games. 4 games I'm missing. I'll tell you that right now.
That's a lot.
I will miss live. It's 4 games.
You're not watching them on their phone?
No, I'm gonna come home and watch it and turn my phone off. So that's where it's going to affect everybody listening. Okay. A lot of my friends listening here.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're going to think
22nd.
You're going to have to get bets in before 12:30. Realistically, before you leave, you're going to be rushing. You're going to have to get bets in before noon.
We're going to go early because him and his buddy have to hang out. Oh, we're going to be there early. I got to get up at 7 to start thinking about bets.
Oh my God!
I will place bets during his soccer. Hold on, wait a minute. There's also
you
bet
can't.
service there.
How are you gonna? How are you gonna do that? You can't be on the. You're not gonna be on DraftKings, and you're not gonna just avoid any sort of Bills notification by accident. Impossible.
No, pre-game. This is honestly. Hold on. This is gonna actually save me money if you think about it.
No, because then
live
you're gonna be
betting right in
chasing
the first quarters.
I guess, dude, you're gonna miss out on all the. You miss out on all the 1 o'clock live bets. Oh, the witching hours.
No, I'll be back for.
I guess.
No, it ends at.
But then you'll have to catch up on the game. You'll have to catch up.
On 4 of the games, I'm gonna have to catch up. Yeah. I will tell you during non-Bills 1 o'clock games, I will have Sunday Ticket on my phone, no doubt, and I'll tell people I host a sports podcast.
Yeah.
And then
Nobody
I will
even
punch them
laughs,
directly
yeah.
in the face. I'll be like, what are you doing here? We're all fucking idiots. Why would they schedule soccer during
that's so
1 o'clock
silly.
games? But that I want to put this in a time capsule for Eddie. Because I literally was in a sweat when I was like, oh my God, there's no other classes I could put him in. Oh my God. And I still did it. I paid money to miss 1 o'clock games.
Till Thanksgiving.
I could tell you because I know specifically it's 11. Yeah, Dolphins at Bills. I'll be at that game through 11/9. So what week is that? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. God damn.
Half the season.
You're gonna be there this month, buddy.
I'm going to be doing nothing but watching. He's just going to be a potato.
I know, but I'm saying the clock's starting. Kids have shit, and apparently no. There should be like if Trump, if he did one thing, I'd vote for anybody who put a memorandum that there are to be no youth sports,
No activities
after 12:30, and they have to end by 12:30 nationwide. Whatever their start times are. This is horseshit.
Right. We can miss an abroad game. That's fine.
I could even watch that. Well, no, I don't know. I wasn't going to bring it up. I'm really dealing with it.
This
because
is
there's
big.
nobody I can talk
This
to
is
but
tough.
You and our
I get
listeners.
this. That gives me anxiety for you.
My family would laugh at me. My wife would be like, "Just tape it." And it's like, you don't understand.
Tape it.
How do I
can't-
gamble?
I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you're gonna. I believe that you're gonna
Here's my
pause
thought.
the game and watch. I don't know how you're going to watch the Bills game as if it's not live.
Here's my thought. When do the injury reports usually come out around 12? His soccer starts at 12:30. I have a little window there where I'm going to carve out, no matter what he's doing with me, that I'm going to check all the Schefter, the injury reports, have my pre-bets lined up from the morning, make sure there's nothing that changes them, have them in the card, and pick them. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to just nuclear bomb 4 o'clock games.
Yeah, that's in second half, first half games. I think you're even going to hit the
Holy shit.
second half
Like,
of
can you
the
imagine?
1 o'clocks.
It's gonna be wild. It's a whole new world I'm moving into, and I'm not looking forward to it. But this will only be this year. I'm not doing this shit forever.
I'm just gonna go. I'll be over at your house. Me, Dawn, and Eileen, and little Reese and Andrea are gonna be watching football. Have all the food ready to go. You'll come in, just ready, hit the ground running.
Dude, but 2 o'clock it could be worse.
Oh, was that another option?
No, I mean I'm gonna miss only 1 hour. So what do we be coming into like the mid-second quarter?
Yeah, hitting halftime. I feel like, but realistically, by the time you wrap, he finishes up, you get home, you'll be hitting second half's kickoffs.
We'll know by after week 1. I'm gonna report back. I think I'll be able to get home, start the Bills when it's at 1 o'clock game, blow through commercials, and get lined up for the start of the third quarter by the start of the third quarter.
I like that, actually. I think you can do that.
Because witching hour runs from 3 to 4, right? So that's when we're getting into the fourth quarters. So that means I got like an hour to get. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just plays. You'll have to. You've done it with Jeopardy. You'll get good at it. You'll find the places. You'll watch the plays.
Hammer through the commercials.
Right.
Yeah.
Figure out a way to get it on 2X or something. You'll do it. Where there's a will, there's a way, Mike.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch every fucking snap.
Yeah, I know you will, buddy.
I'm going to his soccer games in my Bills. I'm gonna get pre-drunk before his soccer games. That's not true.
No.
But I'm gonna be thinking about it.
Yeah. It'll be a little extra gas in the coffee and the Yeti. Yeah.
Everybody, nobody listen. Maybe.
Maybe.
No. But yes.
All right, well, let's wrap this.
That's right. Yeah, that's bad.
That's tough, man.
Bad.
That's really tough. I can't believe it. But if there's anybody that's going to figure it out, it's going to be you.
Thanks.
So let's wrap this bitch up with Heat Check. That was a good recap of our teams. I'm very, very excited now that Sarah's gone. I didn't even get to ask her what her thoughts on the Giants were because the Giants are going to do better than what she says anyway. She is taking for the Heat Check the Tour Championship. She's taking Cam Young top 5 at plus 230. He's been playing some decent golf. Nobody's been playing better than Wyndham Clark and Scotty Scheffler, though. But she is taking Cam Young top 5. I'm getting back in the soccer world. Tottenham got their absolute backs blown out, so that was a horrible loss. But now I've started to see what some of these teams have. I am taking Chelsea minus 105 at home versus Brighton. I'm going to absolutely hammer this. I think Chelsea's a very good team. I think Brighton looked really good, had an amazing week 1. They beat Aston Villa 4-0, so I think people are very high on Brighton. I don't think they are as good as that score said, and I think Chelsea is unfortunately a very good team. So it's minus 105. I'm going to put a few units on this. I think that is an absolute lock. Chelsea minus 105 versus Brighton. Maybe you can get on that. You can win a little money and start to get back into the EPL with me.
Text me before the game so I remember. We're back to that. You got to let me know you're doing it. Okay.
I will. Mike, you had Scotty Scheffler to win last week. Obviously, Wyndham Clark brought it home. Golf betting's basically impossible. What do you got for us this week?
He had Coxsackie virus.
Right. People didn't say that. Do you get your money back?
I didn't know.
Is it like an early?
Yeah. Nope. Just like soccer, I still have no money in my kitty. Bills are going to go 3-0 in the preseason. They play tomorrow night, prime time. I got to get all this in because I'm going to be missing all this fucking football. 7 p.m., Steelers come to Buffalo. What's that going to be? Drew Aller? Yuck. Bills minus 3, minus 108.
Bills minus 3.
I don't care.
All right, absolutely love that.
Care who we played. Drew Aller stinks. And if Mike McCarthy has learned anything, or if they're working on changing anything in Pittsburgh, it's don't get anybody hurt right before the season.
Smart move.
So,
yes.
Yep.
So love it. Sarah's taking Tour Championship, Cam Young top 5. I'm taking Chelsea minus 105 at home versus Brighton, and Mike has the Bills to win preseason game 3 minus 3 versus the Steelers. So let's win a little money, build the kitty up. Next week will be our full predictions, bets, fun gambling things. Mike will finally give us his lock of the year on which team will be the worst, which has been, what's up, Eddie? Hey, Eddie. Good to see you, buddy. So we will finish this out, our preseason preview as the season actually dawns upon us, and we will get all of the fun official picks in, which will be a very, very exciting episode. So, as always, thank you guys for listening. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. Like, share, subscribe, and we will talk to you next week.
Yo. It's about to be smoke. Ain't nothing but some shit I wrote about a rich ass nigga that's deep in the game. They call me Drizzy Drake and I'm keeping the name. I sport Nike shoes, I got a mic to use to talk bad about you pussies. I don't like you fools. Got an Oakland show tonight, baby. My young boys run a yacht going crazy.